Alright guys, welcome to Thick Boy Gaming, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing you with a couple tips that I use to kind of improve my overall just record, like when I do weekend leagues or when I do just even the head-to-head like seasons and stuff. Um, I'm going to be sharing my tips that really help me. I mean, I've seen a huge improvement when I started doing these things. I went from going in the weekend leagues to like out of like the 25 games that you could play, I was maybe winning like three or four on like a good day. And the weekend league, I gotta say, is a little bit more. It feels a little bit like the matchmaking's kind of off. You get a lot of matches where sometimes you really feel like, all right, this guy is like overall has got to be like way higher than mine, just because of the players he has and just his team in general. Just doesn't really seem right. Um, and then head-to-head season, I would say is a little bit more the matchmaking is a little bit more on point. Um, like when you do their head-to-heads, it'll show you like your top three overall people, and then like their top, like in the weekend league, the top three would be like all 92s and like maxed abilities on everything, and it was just like, all right, like there's no way. And then like my max players are like 87s, which is not a huge difference, but when it comes down to it, it kind of is, I guess. um, I'm just opening up these packs. I'm just now getting my reward from the weekend league. Um, the head-to-head seasons, I've seen the most improvement in the head-to-head seasons, just because, like I said, the matchmaking is way better. And my first tip, I just want to show you guys my team real quick. Actually, um, I want to do a Bears theme, but it's a little hard right now, just kind of with the way things are going right now. So this is my team. Do your team of the week challenges. That's be one of my first tips. Is do like your event challenges. So team of the week challenges are really gonna help you. Um, and do your most feared challenges. Um, do your sets and stuff like that. You're gonna get higher. Like the CD Lamb right now is really really good. He's my go-to receiver. Here's my defense. Um, another team of the week guy over here. 87. Another team of the week, 87. So team of the week is going to be your best bet. To get some decent players. Um, so first tip: do your challenges, do your team of the weeks, do your most feared. Um, so this is your most feared. I've already finished most feared, but at the end of most feared, I believe you get a 90 overall hero. And then what's the other one? Team of the week, 36. You get your pick of one of three players of the week. Here you'll get two packs once you finish week 7. So you team of the week's a good one to do. Gridiron, Gridiron Guardians is another good challenge to do. Um, you get an 82 overall, and then at tier 4 you get a 90. So that's another really good one to do. I'm trying to remember who I got. Um, oh, Jamal Adams was my 90 from there. Um, so that's challenges. Now, these are more beginner tips. This is like for those of you who are just starting. A lot of my experience comes from Madden 21. Um, and it's pretty much the same stuff, just new players, new rosters, and things like that on Madden 22. Um, Another big thing that helped me a lot was, so I have like this really bad habit of, like, as soon as I have like 20K on like the coins and stuff, I go straight to the auction and I buy somebody, or I try and like I just end up wasting coins. Save your coins, especially when you just start off. What you want to invest in are you want to invest in really good cornerbacks and really good wide receivers. First, that's where I started seeing like my the biggest change on defense, like I can't tell you how many times like on the first play on like a head-to-head match, the guy throws like like a 80-yard pass on the first play of the game. We just started 80-yard pass, and I'm like, all right, like my guy was like 10 yards behind him, and it would happen every play. And then like I would go on the field, and it would take me like 10 minutes. It would take me like like a whole half just to score, and then the guy would get the ball again, and then he would just throw an 80-yard bomb, and it's just kind of like rinse and repeat. And then I started like really investing in like cornerbacks and stuff, your free safeties, your strong safety. I just put Jamal Adams. I just finished that one. Xavier Rhodes. This is who I got on my most feared. He's got pretty good stats right now. You know, he's got 90 speed. Right now, I think the only person higher there's like very few receivers with higher than a 90 speed. So this is definitely a card that you're gonna want. Um, who else? So the people on the right are gonna be like who I'm comparing to Xavier Rhodes. Now these are the cornerbacks. So Trey Waynes is a really good one. 89 speed, 89 acceleration. Man coverage is 82. Zone coverage is 80. Um, the speed on him is really good. His zone coverage and man coverage is not that great. But right now, speed's a really big thing. Just because you know you don't want to be getting burned every play, and that's what was happening to me. As you can see here, Jamal Adams 89 speed. Uh, Dante Jackson 90 speed. Trayvon 90 speed. This is where like these four guys really improve my roster. Now I'm not saying go get these guys because it's pretty expensive. You're gonna have to really like invest. But this is where I saw like on defense. Okay, now these guys are not throwing these 80-yard bombs on me every single play. Now I'm getting turnovers and I'm getting interceptions and now they're going for fourth down. You know, plays, they're not getting them, and then I get the turnover, and now I'm like, you know, on the 10, you know, I'm on the goal line, ready to score a touchdown. And I see that a lot more. Um, even Mike Hughes, he's got an 87 speed, and he's probably like under 20K. He's a really good guy to grab. Jalen was a guy on my team, and I didn't know he was like, I didn't know he was on my roster. I knew he was on my roster, but I forgot that I didn't like um, kind of downgrade him. He's got an 82 speed. He's not. He's a great like budget player, but he's not really um, great. You know, for like head to head and stuff like that. So this would be my number one recommendation: is save your coins, invest in cornerbacks. You're gonna see on defense a huge difference on like turnovers and stuff like that. Next is going to be your middle linebackers. You want, a, like right now, Kyle Pitts is a really popular guy, and Kyle Pitts is a super fast tight end. Um, so on the left, you can see Roquan Smith. I'm a Bears fan. Obviously, I got the Bears hat on. His speed's an 87. That's pretty good for a linebacker. Jordan Hicks is 84. Mac 78, Robert Quinn 78. These are more like rushers. I don't really use them like you know in zones and stuff. Um, and Jordan Hicks is my other guy. I'm still looking for a better middle linebacker, but that's where I'm at right now, middle linebackers. But like for your tight ends, like Noah Fant. Noah Fant is super cheap. You can get him for like 15K. Well, this was a couple weeks ago. Right now, he's actually kind of a little bit more expensive just because he's a 87 speed. So Noah Fant right here. Noah Fant is you can see on the left, he's an 87 speed, right? And you're gonna say, why am I starting Hawkinson over him? Just because he has all those abilities. Noah Fant, for me, it kind of felt like he kept missing passes. He would drop a lot of passes, and then I put in TJ, and it was just like, all right, he's catching the ball. Um, but the good thing about Noah Fant, he's really fast, and if you can throw like a decent ball to him, he's gonna catch it. Um, you know, so if you got a guy who's got a tight end at an 87 speed, and the linebacker who's covering him is an 82, he's going to get burned every time. And they're just going to keep throwing bombs to the tight end and keep throwing to the tight end. And you're not going to be able to stop them no matter what you do because the tight end usually runs like right down the middle of the field or on a drag route, or they run the flats. So that's going to be, that's going to be kind of difficult for you to stop if you don't have the right linebackers. Um, Next on offense is going to be your offensive line. So um, I started like kind of upgrading my cornerbacks, which was great. I was getting turnovers. I was getting fourth down turnovers, interceptions, but then I couldn't score, and it was like okay, I'm like I invested all this money in my defense, now I can't score because um, I was having like 2 seconds to throw the ball, and then I kept fumbling because every time I was about to throw the ball, they would hit me. Then it like turns into a fumble and this whole thing. So I started investing in my offensive line. Um, my right tackle definitely needs an upgrade. Mind you guys, I'm only like 3 weeks in, um, maybe less, but right now like I got this heavyweight. This guy's really good, 88. 84 center. My left side is definitely a lot stronger, 86, and then 87 on my left tackle. Um, like it doesn't matter if you have a Debo Samuel or CeeDee Lamb. If you can't throw them and you don't have enough time, it doesn't matter that you have them out there, right? So you want to have a better offensive line. And this is another place where I saw, okay, now I'm getting these turnovers. Now I can score. Um, you know, this is somewhere I really saw a big change in as well. Because now I can score. Now I have, instead of 2 seconds, I can actually sit in the pocket, check down, see who's open, and then, make a play. Um, Next, I I like the running game. I play a little bit of running back in my day, so I enjoy running the ball. Um, you know, that's definitely optional. You're not going to see a lot of running in head to head and weekend leagues. I do, and you can tell people get frustrated because if you're good at running the ball, they never know if you're going to run or pass, which is really good because then when they call blitz, you can get off like a good play action or something. Um, and I think the last thing that really helped me is the wide receivers. You're going to say why the wide receivers are last because if you don't have a good offensive line, it doesn't matter that you have good receivers, and it's not going to matter if you have good receivers if you have a shitty defense. Like look at Kansas City right now. They have Tyreek Hill, Mahomes, Kelsey. They can score touchdowns all day, but if you don't have a good defense, you're gonna get scored on, and you know, um, if you throw an interception or something, and you got a shitty defense, you're always gonna be behind and stuff like that. So that's why to me the receivers are a little bit last, just because doesn't matter who you have out there. If you have a shitty defense and a shitty offensive line, it's not going to go well. I didn't even know I had this card. Huh. Just showing you the stats real quick. Debo Samuel has a speed of 91. Team of the week card. CeeDee Lamb, 80. Um, Marquise Brown, 92. Devin Hester, 83. He's more of an investment player. You got to really like upgrade him and do all this other stuff. So yeah, guys, that's kind of like my tips for you is like how to kind of upgrade your team. And this is for like your newer players who are kind of like new to Madden, and you probably like me. I got it on the sale. It was like 40% off or 30% off or something. Um, yeah, I've been enjoying the game. It's a little bit different because when I played Madden 22, this game was when I bought Madden 22. It was kind of like the season was already over and it was like 50% off. And I bought it, and so like all the sets and all the cards are already out. And right now it's a little bit more of a you see a lot of the same players on the same team, and before that wasn't really the case. You would see like all kinds of different players. And if you're new to the game, so I'm talking about sets, you can go here, you can go to sets, and you can kind of see what's out there. The new team of the week is out. If you guys haven't checked that out yet. Um, yeah, so these are the team of the weeks. You got 82 Cooper Cup, or 83 Cooper Cup, um, which is gonna be I'm sure you're gonna see that card a lot. That's gonna be a pretty cool card to have. Um, yeah, do your sets too. Your sets are a good way to kind of get players. Like you saw, I was opening up all those sets, and I didn't quick sell all of them because you can do exchange sets. Like right here, this 87 exchange 185, 183, and 381s. That's not bad. 81s right now are like 5K. 83s are maybe like 10, 12. 85s are a little bit more expensive. They're like 20. So, but 87 overalls are like in the 70s, 80s, maybe even 100K. Um, yeah, so do your sets, to get better players. Yeah, but just to recap, cornerbacks, middle linebackers, um, offensive line, and then wide receivers. You can go in whatever order you want. That's just the order I did it in, and that's the way it worked for me. You can kind of just do it, do an even spread. One week you buy a wide receiver, the next week you buy a really expensive lineman, the next week you buy a really expensive cornerback, the linebacker. However, my last tip is do your weekend league. Do your weekend leagues, even if you feel like you're gonna lose. You're still gonna get some kind of reward from it. Do your solos. You get pretty good rewards from your solos, and you get packs. Do your head-to-head seasons. Even if you lose, you're still gonna make coins, and you're gonna get a decent amount of rewards. Sometimes you might get, it kind of sucks to say, but you might get a guy who loses connection, and if you're winning, it counts as a win. So you'll still get a W, and when the season's over, you'll get a reward, for that W. So, all right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. Thick Boy Gaming. I'll be coming to you guys with more Madden stuff. So let me know if you guys are liking the videos. Leave a comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching.